Hi. Okay, it's Catherine. I'm testing live with the Osmo 3 right now. So the interesting thing is that when you connect the gimbal, you cannot go into the app, the Osmo app and DMI and be on live on Facebook. So right now I'm live on Facebook, but straight from the Facebook platform. So I'm using the gimbal that is not connected to the app. The tricky part with that is that there's a lot of function that you cannot use. But because I'm live, if I walk around, so the gimbal really acts right now as just a basic selfie stick. So say if I was doing an open house, I could say, hi, I'm in front of this beautiful home in Whistler, and I could be walking around like this. Now you see how it kind of follows me, but really it's my hand doing most of the work because I don't have the active tracking. Now because I'm doing a Facebook Live video, I can switch the camera back and forth, but I have to use my finger on the device. So I'm gonna go on the screen in the live and then split this. So I could say, this is the view, and then I can move the DJI Osmo app around so you can see it's kind of smoother than a normal selfie stick. So I could say, this is the view this morning from this property. And then, so this is with the Osmo 3. Hi, Jamie and Valerie. So I'm kind of testing this gimbal. So what's interesting is that when I move, it's a little bit smoother of a move. So we'll try to, oh, I tripped on stuff. So if I walk around, you can kind of see that it's a bit of a smoother move than a normal tripod, say, right? So be okay, this is the, let's pretend I'm doing an open house. I can say, this is the view, and then I'm gonna take you into the house. So this would be my pretend open house. Then I would go like this, move in, and then I can see, switch the camera around, then I can say, hi, and let me take you in. So you see how the gimbal balances out, but it's with my hand, but it's still a smoother way than it would be normally. So now I'm gonna take you inside the house. So that would be my pretend inside the house. Switch the camera around, take people in. So this, for example, I can say, this is my great mess. Okay, one thing to remember when you're doing a live, you cannot go back from horizontal to vertical, right? So I can say, this is, for example, the kitchen. Could be walking around like this to tell people the features of the house, for example. And then I could be going back, say, if you want to find out more about this listing, you can get a hold of me. Then I can say to people, oh, here, how about we go walk you upstairs? I'll show you what it looks like. Then I twist it around and I can take people zoo up the stairs, for example. So this could be an example of how to use the gimbal doing a live. So switch the camera around. So what I've learned from this experience is, if you're going to be going live on Facebook or Instagram, you cannot use the gimbal app. You have to just use it as basically a selfie stick. You can use some of the features, but not all of them. You cannot switch the camera with the trigger and so on. You have to do it by touching your phone. Does it give a smoother look? Yes, probably, because my phone is balancing, right, with the gimbal. Keep in mind that the gimbal is heavy. I'm pretty strong, and my arm is getting tired, so I just have to switch arm and go on. I kind of like the way that it's got a smooth movement, but remember, if you're walking in the house, you have to remember not to trip. And then I would go like this, say, walk around, and then kind of adjust what is happening. So what I'm going to do is save this live video, and then we're going to go on Facebook and see what it looks like. I'm actually doing a whole series on how to use the gimbal and a cheat sheet for you guys getting started, because trust me, gimbals are not easy. It's not an easy thing to use. Some of the things while I'm at it on my cheat sheet, so I'm going to show you. This is my cheat sheet here, okay? So you balance your phone, so I've done that. You have the shutter button to start or stop. So let's see if this works. Well, I'm gonna try it at the end, but let's see if I can zoom in and out doing a live. So see, if the zoom doesn't work when I'm doing live. I can move the joystick. This is great. This is the joystick this. When I'm doing a live, I can use the joystick to penetrate in my phone. Now, the M button here, so press 1 to switch between photo and video mode. That does not work. If I click it, it doesn't work when I'm doing a live. Twice to go in portrait and landscape. See, this works, but it doesn't work with a live because when you start a live in vertical, like horizontal or vertical, a certain mode, you cannot switch it midway. So this actually works, but you want to do it before, and then 3 times to enter the standby mode. We don't want to do standby. So now the trigger does not work for what I've started with to switch with the back and front camera. So let's try one more time. 1, 2, 3. See, it doesn't. Oh, it doesn't work, but it did stabilize somehow my camera. So, that's interesting. All right. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna switch this around. And so, okay, so what do we have that works and doesn't work? Hold the phone to the shutter button. So let's see if I can use the shutter button. I know that I can't. The only thing I can do right now while I'm live is press twice the M. I'm gonna write this down. M twice for, I'm talking to myself, you guys. Thanks for your patience, but M twice for a live recording, so that works. M twice for live recording, and so M twice to switch. What else works with live? The zoom work? No, zoom doesn't work. Joystick works. The joystick works. And then 3 times to enter standby, twice to, so that works. Trigger on off, press and hold to, press and hold the trigger. Does it do anything? No, press and hold doesn't work. Press once and start, no, because I don't have the, press twice to recenter. This works. Twice trigger to recenter. Press 3 times to be front and back. That doesn't work. And press 1 and hold to enter 1 and press 1 and then press and hold to enter port mode. That doesn't work. So now the only thing I'm left to try is whether the shutter button is gonna. The shutter button, is the shutter button start or stop recording? Start or stop recording. Shutter button. No. Shutter does the volume. The shutter becomes the volume. Becomes the volume. She becomes the volume. And then there's one that I like that's gonna be, what is it? Lock mode. Press and hold to enter lock mode. Yeah, it doesn't. Oh. All right. That's it, you guys. Okay, thanks for your patience. I'm gonna save this, but then I'm gonna delete it after because I don't think we want to see this. Okay, love you guys.